Welcome to You Are Your Name. This season, we are relating 5 seemingly unrelated topics to name. These 5 topics are fulfilling our purpose, creating happy relationships, becoming more happy as a constant expression of mind, developing greater mental balance, and achieving mental freedom. All 5 of these topics relate directly to the mathematical principle of name. So this is our 4th and final episode on creating happy relationships. In the previous 3 episodes, we discussed how understanding the mathematical principle of name and inner potential can allow us to better understand others and therefore improve our interactions with them. Because their names create their thinking patterns, it creates how they will communicate as well, particularly when we take into account their inner nature, which is measured by their month, date, and year of birth. Every set of names has both strengths and weaknesses, which are described by the mathematical formulas of the names used. The greater the balance, the greater the mind can remain objective and happy. Most names are not mathematically balanced. It could be in the first name, or the surname, or in the total of both names together. So when Peter is direct in his speech, we can choose not to react to his bluntness as we understand why he is the way he is. Of course, you can easily test this principle by visiting our website, www.caballarians.com, Kaballarians.com, and get your own free name report. It would become very self-evident that your names are a very influential factor in your life. We consider it a basic mathematical law of mind. In this episode, we're going to wrap up our discussion on relationships by sharing a short excerpt from an article written by Alfred J. Parker, the founder of the Kabbalarian philosophy. It's entitled Happiness. Our presenters are Don and Sharolie Maxwell, who are both long-term Kabbalarian students.
Happiness by Mr. Alfred J. Parker.
You can be happy only when you create happiness. Just make up your mind that unhappiness does not belong to you, and you are not going to have it. You will find when you change your attitude, and the very things that make you unhappy will no longer bother you. In fact, they will be the things that make you happy in the future. You will grow to the point that you see nothing wrong in the person doing that thing at all, and realize that he has every right to do as he is doing until he learns differently. If you talk to people in an unkind, irritated tone of voice, then you are trying to bring the negativity out of them. Then, if other people are not wise, they respond in kind and fall to the plane of mind you are expressing and become contaminated. People should be as afraid of unhappiness as they are of a cancer. Then they would fight it and realize that it is nothing but the lower forces of their nature, and if they allow themselves to be unhappy, they will attract on that plane. It is instinctive to be negative and affected by low thoughts and others, but it takes effort and consciousness to be positive. That is conscious control. Say something nice. It does not cost anything. Say something nice, and you will bring out the best of the other person. Smile. The secret to progress is being happy all the time. People should feel a sense of peace and relaxation all the time. Your mind is so powerful that when it is chaotic, people feel it, and they do not understand the disturbance. But when near you, they find they are not thinking balanced thoughts, and so they move away.
If you keep happy, then your mind will always be on one plane, and people will say it is very peaceful to be with you. Chaos comes through the mind and affects the emotions. Be always at peace in your mind. Even though you have problems, never think too much about the problem so that it becomes a great issue, but relax and be peaceful with yourself. Take it to heart and be honest with yourself. Take it and accept it and work on it. If your thoughts are not happy, face the fact and, knowing it is not natural to be unhappy or disturbed, proceed to be happy all the time from this moment forward. Pays to be happy and not allow yourself to be affected by anyone or anything. Nothing in this world is worth it. The funny part of it is, the weakness is in yourself. If you try to get along with one person and cannot, the same will happen with another person. If you try to alibi your weakness again with this new person, saying, well, if he or she didn't do so and so, it would not upset me. Point is, you were ready to be upset, or else no matter what another person said or did, it would not affect your equilibrium one iota. Because you were weak and readily hurt or upset, you were attracting someone to you who would upset you. In other words, you draw out of that other person through the law of attraction. This second person you meet has made you feel upset again. Finally, you wake up and realize you are creating an issue with yourself. You try to pick holes in the other person to try to justify your own weakness. But if you turned that analysis onto yourself, which you should do, you would find so many weaknesses in your own makeup, so many holes, you would have plenty to keep you busy for a long time without looking for faults in others. In fact, it would keep you so busy you would not see the faults in others, for they would seem minor in comparison to the task ahead of you.
Always have a happy thought and be cheerful. Things do not always go right. How could they? This is a finite world. No one is perfect. People are not supposed to be perfect. In the involutionary process, this power has become limited in its own laws of being, has lost its universality, has taken on form, and become lost in the little fiddling things. Instead of one universal power, there are millions of little powers. Although individual, we should still be one in concept with the great universal whole. We must fight negative things every day to be happy. It's all a matter of giving. You are here to make others happy, not yourself. And when you do, you bring the best out of the other person. When you put forth effort to make another supremely happy, the other person naturally follows suit because he does not want to be on the other side of the ledger. If you live for others to make them happy, you will attract that happiness from others. You emanate it, and so it comes back to you, and others feel lifted after meeting you. They feel that power, and it quietens their emotional thoughts, and they feel that sense of peace within themselves just being with you for a few minutes. We must find that peace in ourselves first. You have to make yourself worthy of other people. You justify your existence by making yourself worthy to live with and for others.
How do you feel after being negative? You blush to think of the things you said. Perhaps you do not even mean them. Then that is more of a crime. You must not use double talk. How can you expect understanding from others unless you say what you mean all the time and are honest? Saying things you do not mean is hypocritical and only causes misunderstandings and aloneness. Do not try to bring out the good in people by trying to pick them to pieces. That just brings out the other side of them. And do not blame everything on something outside of yourself. The issue is there because of a weakness in your nature. You were irritated first, and that attracted a negative quality or state of mind on the same plane of thought as yourself. You must put forth every effort to get rid of it yourself. You can ask for help, but the next day you are right back where you started from until you build that strength of thought yourself. If the other person sees you putting forth effort, then you inspire him to do likewise. No one should ask for help unless he has conscientiously put forth effort to help himself first.
A soft voice turneth away wrath. It is very true. A person who is very upset will respond to a smile, a lilting voice, and a welcome if approached in the right way. Always be happy, and you become your own master. When you become your own master, you have the strength to give to others.
That concludes our podcast for this week. For the next 2 weeks, we have some episodes from season 2 that were never aired. In January, we will revisit the 3 final topics of this season: happiness, mental balance, and mental freedom. Until then, happy thoughts. Whenever you're ready, here are 3 ways we can help you. Number 1, the Balanced Name Recommendation Service. Join the thousands of others who have harmonized their names with their inner potential to improve their health, happiness, and success. Number 2, learn the principles of mental freedom. Participate in our online training program to gain the essential tools to create all the progressive changes you seek in your life. These proven truths will open up new perspectives and accelerate your attainment of health, happiness, and success. Number 3, let Kalex Solutions help you choose a balanced name for your business, because many business names are an impediment to one's overall business success.